With the world's growth in economy, consumption becomes a necessity, and there are over 2 billion tons of waste generated annually. The main objective of the circular economy is to avoid waste by creating and designing innovative products that are more sustainable to make sure that goods and products consumed do not go to waste. The Circular Economy Contest, a program in line with the European Union's support to Ghana against the SDG goal, is here. Catch all the excitement and education as young Ghanaian industrialists battle it out for the ultimate seed grant of a 65,000 Ghana cedi investment funding, a B2B opportunity at the Circular Economy Conference in Ghana, and also a presentation at the Circular Economy Conference. This and every Thursday, 6 p.m. on GH1 TV and on YouTube.
Woodin, le créateur.
In the world, where 2 billion tons of solid waste is generated annually and 8 million tons of plastics enter the ocean, our everyday resources become a threat to our own existence. The need for sustainable growth and preservation should be the goal of mankind. The shift towards a circular economy offers a great potential in job generation, reduction of pollution, and adaptation to climate and mitigation. Out of the need for innovative product design that avoids waste and is more sustainable, we introduced the Circular Economy Contest, a program in line with the European Union support for Ghana in achieving the SDG goals. Bringing together great minds, the Circular Economy Contest is designed to be a beacon of social innovation that will support 5 world-changing and feasible ideas for innovative product design here in Ghana. A journey with 20 creative minds set to change the world begins in 6 intriguing episodes. Which of these innovative ideas will blow away our judges for the grand prize of a 65,000 Ghana cedi investment funding, a B2B opportunity at the Circular Economy Conference in Ghana, and a presentation at the Circular Economy Conference? We will find out when the last surviving 3 make it to the last episode. A call for entries was advertised for the Circular Economy Contest, and over 200 entries were received from across the entire country. These 200 entries have been shortlisted to 20 by our very capable industry experts who are our judges on this program. In this our introductory episode, let's meet our judges. Ama Jampo, a prolific impact investor with profound experience in managing startups, advocates for gender, SDG impact, and ecosystem capacity building.
General scope of the project for this show is really to unearth some of the key solutions to climate change, and circular economy is one of the biggest initiatives that we should all be promoting and looking to support. And so we're looking for entrepreneurs who have tried and tested solutions. They've demonstrated the ability to unearth a problem specific to the circular economy, and they have the framework available to enable them to solve this problem at scale.
Jesse Ajipong is a vice chairman of the Ghana Premier League Management Committee and the managing partner at Afiba Consulting.
I'm passionate about marketing, I'm passionate about entrepreneurship, I'm passionate about Ghana. And I feel super excited to be a part of this amazing program, looking for the next big idea so far as what I call the renewable economy is concerned. So let's start from the concept of a byproduct. So every production cycle might end with a byproduct, or it may not. But for those that end with a byproduct, what's your byproduct? Is it reusable in another cycle, or your byproduct becomes a portion or a part of the general pollution problems that the world is facing today? So I feel very excited that this concept, this program, seeks to address part of the challenges of pollution, part of the challenges of producing byproducts that become hazardous so far as our climate is concerned. So I'm super excited about the idea. I feel very charged up to see the ideas that these young people would present in terms of their presentations, their business pitches. So at least we can all get clarity as to where the big picture might be in terms of how to address the bigger concerns that we are facing as a world.
Simon Turner. He is the founding director of the Founder Institute, the world's largest pre-seed startup accelerator. He is also a veteran of the Royal Australian Air Force, a mentor and a consultant.
The project's very exciting. There's no doubt within the last few years that climate change, circular economy, green economy is really resonating with youth of Ghana. And we can see that with more and more startups bringing that into some of the designs of their new businesses. So it's really exciting that the scope of this competition allows for that and probably broadens the opportunity for more people to get a better understanding of what's happening to the planet and why we need to look at circular economy better.
When the call for entries was rolled out, entries for different ideas were received. Our judges had to kick the tires to pick out the top 20 for the contest.
The general scope of this project is really identify innovators and entrepreneurs who have taken the time to understand specific problems in their communities that are scalable. So we're looking for a lot of passion, a lot of direction, a lot of clarity on the value proposition, the core concept of what it is they're trying to do as a business person. We're looking for team members, not just individual entrepreneurs, because you can't build a big business alone. So we're looking for people who have taken the time to build a team of experts around them and to really develop some expertise in their particular fields.
So the proposals are quite diverse. Some of the ideas are wild, out of this world. Some are, for me, ideas that we've seen. But the truth is that you may see an idea, but if the driver of the idea is well-intentioned and much more smarter, then he might make something great out of it. The ideas are phenomenal. Not to get ahead of myself, but as you watch the program and see the concepts being presented, you'll get a full appreciation that these ideas go straight to the heart of the problem that we are trying to address. So I'm super excited about it.
So we had several hundred entries. Obviously they go from both extremes. Some I think we demonstrate that we still have a long way to go in understanding what a circular economy is. Whereas others really hit the nail on the head, and we've got some really exciting contestants that are going to be shown throughout the competition.
The first thing I looked out for is the idea workable. Second thing I looked out for is the idea commercially viable. The third thing I look out for is, if it's commercially viable, is it sustainable without consistent injection? So these three things are the reason why I was able to cut the ideas down to the 20 that I got to.
Obviously, I'm a gender advocate, so it means that I'm very much for unearthing and finding women who have substantive ideas that can be developed into sustainable businesses. So I had a gender lens when I was selecting some of the candidates that we shortlisted. I was also looking for, some spark in terms of potential, the value proposition itself, the understanding the key problem that they're trying to solve, as well as the teamwork element. You don't want solo entrepreneurs, and so I was keen to find out more about those who had a team behind them, as well as the ambition behind the idea. So those who demonstrated some realistic but ambitious ideas for their businesses to scale and grow.
So my criteria always starts with credibility. Do I think that the founder themselves are credible? And that can start at the very beginning from, do you fill in a form correctly? Can you be bothered to answer questions? Can you be bothered to even fill in an answer? And we start from there. Ideas ultimately change, but does the founder fundamentally understand what circular economy is, and is their solution going to have a ripple effect and be sustainable.
To see that people are trying to understand the concept, if nothing else, that was very encouraging to see. And so we hope that in subsequent years we can unearth more of the ideas that are coming up from this initial show. So yeah, I mean, some of them had a lot more work to do than others, like I say, but we had some interesting entrepreneurs and ideas that we felt we can support through this process.
Woodin, le créateur.
At this first stage of the Circular Economy Contest, a program in line with the European Union support to Ghana in achieving the SDG goal, our judges had to individually bring together the projects that intrigued them the most to form the final 20. As to who makes it to the contest, the judges will have to decide.
My name is Joanna Ama Arthur. I'm from Takwa. The company name is Mending Banana and Plantain Stem Papers. When you come to Mending, what we do is we use agro waste, that is post-harvest waste from plantain and banana stem or corn husks to make papers. These papers, we use some of them to make paper bags, envelopes, complimentary cards, invitation cards, and any product that you want to be made out of papers. We wanted to come out with something that is environmental friendly, that is recyclable. So our product, when you buy our product, use it for your program, you can just send it back to us and we recycle it. And it's also biodegradable. When it falls into the environment, it wouldn't, less than when it rains, it just dissolves into the environment, into the soil. So it wouldn't have to lay it wouldn't choke our gutters when it rains.
My name is Yahya Abdullah. I'm the founder and CEO of AY Farms. AY Farms is into poultry production. We produce layers and we also produce broilers. Having done poultry production for the past 2 years, we realized that we encountered quite a number of problems. One of these problems was a high cost of feed, which took up to 70% of our cost of production. We also realized that there was so much accumulation of poultry droppings, that is the manure, which made the farm smell or stench. We also had a problem of disease outbreak, which almost some time ago wiped out our farm. So to solve this problem, we decided to come up with a new model of poultry production, which is called the organic or the semi-intensive system of production. With this kind of production, you have the birds having an access to an outdoor area. Thereby, the birds will exercise, so they do reduce the outbreak of diseases. There will be supplementation of feed, that is, the birds will be able to find feed in the outdoor area in the form of flora and fauna, and that will reduce our cost of feeding. We're also introducing a new system whereby we're going to use the manure to do what we call composting. And this compost will then be used to fertilize our maize farm. I'm glad to announce that we have a 5-acre land that we'll be using for the maize farm. So the manure or the compost will then be used to fertilize our maize farm. This maize farm will then be used to grow the maize, which in turn will be used to feed the birds.
Colleagues Company Limited is a social business enterprise that owns the Coleco Wear. We were founded in 2016 and we are located in Takrady. What Coleco Wear stands for is we foster young talent through shoemaking, acquiring skills in shoemaking. And also, we use waste materials like waste jeans, used car tires, used woolen furniture that is made out of furnitures, and also fabrics that we wear in making our footwears. The problem why Coleco Wear started making shoe was we found out that there was a problem in managing waste in the country, and also the youth unemployment was on a high rate. So Coleco Wear came to address these issues. These issues like gathering waste clothing from people, turning it to make shoes that at the end would protect the environment and also cause environmental protection in the whole society. And in a way too, we found out that most of the youths, some have the skills, but they don't have the requisite management to use that skills that they have in their business operation. So Coleco Wear came into being to employ these skilled people, and also those unskilled, these skilled people will teach the skilled people on how to acquire a skills that at the end it can be beneficiary to them.
My name is Sewejo. I lead EcoCent Recycling in Kumasi. EcoCent started 4 years ago as a result of my MSc research, where I discovered the surface of Owabe Reservoir 80% covered with plastic bottles. So I thought to myself, how can this be? Why is the reservoir the sink of all these bottles? And this actually had caused the potable water production at the Owabe to decrease from 20 million gallons daily to just 3 million gallons daily. It drew my attention to it, and I discovered the menace plastic waste was causing in the environment, choking gutters that cause flood every year in Kumasi, which takes lives. The responsibility to take charge and address this problem weighed me down, so I searched on ways to transform these plastic waste into a portable, durable material that at the end of its life cycle, I don't see plastic again. So with no technology available for this in the country, I called to the table 2 other engineers to come up with a portable, efficient technology that is able to recycle plastic bottle waste and sand into building materials. We use palm kernel shells for all our thermal processes, and the flexibility of this technology allows us to cut into various different shapes and size, namely blocks, bricks, slabs, just to mention a few, collectively called eco-product.
Woodin, le créateur.
My name is Brown Aja, the CEO of GIG Delft Engineering Limited, located at Winneba, Ghana. GIG Delft Engineering Limited specializes in the production and building with the interlocking brick construction technique. Interlocking brick construction technique comes with several advantages for builders and also homeowners as a whole. It tends to save building costs, reduce building time. It's so easy to build using the interlocking brick construction technique. The bricks are perfectly smoothed and aligned, and so they fit into each other perfectly. You do not have to lay them with a mortar bed or mortar joint, and so making it easier and faster to lay. Also, you do not have to conceal any mortar joint with an expensive plastering job, making the overall cost of the building with interlocking bricks cheaper compared to the conventional block building. We remember that brick houses have cooler interiors. So interlocking brick houses comes with a cooler interior, so you use less energy in cooling the homes, so making interlocking brick houses very conducive for tropical regions like Ghana and beyond.
Did you know that owing to the increase in population around the world, there's a huge feed food competition among humans and animals? This increased the cost of feed by almost 50% over the COVID period. What is more alarming is that there's a huge waste management crisis around the world. The issue is that ecosystems are being destroyed, land is being cleared, and there's a farming of cereal-based crops just to satisfy the consumption of humans. That is why Entofarms is vital in today's world. Entofarms is an agric startup that is into the production of low-cost and high-quality feed for small-scale poultry farmers. What we do is we rear the black soldier fly for its larvae, which has 50% protein, 30% fatty acids, and an amino acid component which is equal to that of fish meals. We implement the circular economy principle by converting foodstuffs into organic waste, which serves as feed for the black soldier fly larvae.
Every year, an estimated amount of 1/3 of all food produce rots in the bins of customers or consumers. My team and I came together to help bridge the gap between farmers, consumers, and market women. Some of the solutions that we hope to solve include reducing the amount of food produce or fresh farm produce that goes bad within a period of time. Our focus is mainly to help an average busy working class Ghanaian who finds it difficult to get fresh farm produce when needed. Also to help the farmers to be able to get target markets after harvest. Our solution consists of a social bot that gives consumers 24/7 access to other fresh farm produce and also gives the Koshi team members a web page where we receive the orders and connect with farmers in our database. Our farmers will then receive an SMS informing them about the order and an automated voice call.
Hi everyone, my name is Prince Opong. I'm a co-founder of Tiger House Limited. Tiger House Limited is a food processing company that will process tiger nut into various food products. Tiger nut is very nutritious cash crop similar to cocoa. Oftentimes it is referred to as superfood because of its numerous nutrition. For instance, it has much fiber to aid digestion. It also has many antioxidants to help reduce the risk of heart diseases. It also promotes fertility in men and women. These are very few health benefits of tiger nuts, yet it remains one of the less utilized or exported crops in Ghana and Africa as a whole. The main reason why tiger nut has been less utilized is no value added to the crops. When harvested, they are either exported or consumed raw in its states. This has led to the less patronage of the tiger nut and leaving the farmers in their poverty. Every year, they lose about 50% of their crops to waste. And this is the problem we seek to solve. We solve this by adding value to the tiger nuts. We process it into a milk drink and a biscuit. We also extract starch from the tiger nut to make a laundry starch-free. This is the first of its kind in the world.
My company provides safer investment, food security, and additional income to the youth. We provide people with facilities that they can raise snails in larger quantities and commercial quantities. You might ask, why snails? Snails because one, snails do not smell, make noise, so you can raise them anywhere and be very successful. Snails are the most cramped farm animals per square meter, where you can put about 20 snails in 1 square meter. Snails are also nocturnal, so even if you work, you can still come back and feed them at night and be very successful. Our company has an off-taker agreement where we have signed with an European company where we provide them with snails on a yearly basis, making sure that we buy back from our clients, making them that amount of money and making sure that our project is sustainable.
Circular economy contest has begun with some great ideas that may change the world. Next week, our finalists meet the judges in the studio, face to face. My name is Bliss Kingg. We'll see you next week.
Good day, LG.
Woodin, le créateur.
With the world's growth in economy, consumption becomes a necessity, and there are over 2 billion tons of waste generated annually. The main objective of the circular economy is to avoid waste by creating and designing innovative products that are more sustainable to make sure that goods and products consumed do not go to waste. The Circular Economy Contest, a program in line with the European Union's support to Ghana against the SDG goal, is here. Catch all the excitement and education as young Ghanaian industrialists battle it out for the ultimate seed grant of a 65,000 Ghana cedi investment funding, a B2B opportunity at the Circular Economy Conference in Ghana, and also a presentation at the Circular Economy Conference. This and every Thursday, 6 p.m. on GH1 TV and on YouTube.